Arlindo Eusebio, national referee. Our second referee is Bobby Celso, national referee. And now let's meet the starters. First, for the Petro Gazz Angels. Middle blocker for the Far Eastern University, number 9, team captain, Ram Palma. Center from the College of St. Benil, number 2, Janelle Cheng. Middle blocker from Adamson University, number 5, Joy Dacoron. Opposite hitter from the University of Santo Tomas, number 8, Aiza Maizo Pontillas. Outside spiker from the University of Hawaii, number 10, Brooke Van Sickle. Outside spiker from Bulacan State University, number 20, Jonas Abete. Starting libero from UST, number 22, Baby Love Barbon. Head coach for Petrogaz is Koji Suzurabara. And now the starters for the Chery Tiggo Crossovers. Middle blocker from De La Salle University, number 2, team captain, Abby Marano. Outside spiker from the University of Santo Tomas, number 8, Aya Laure. Opposite hitter from La Salle, number 10, Ara Galang. Center from UST, number 11, Alina Bicar. Middle blocker from the Far Eastern University, number 16, Zach Arandang. Outside spiker from the National University, number 21, Ces Robles. Starting libero is number 19 from the National University, Jen Nierva. The head coach for Chery Tiggo is Emilio Kung Fu Reyes. This game is held under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. It is Petro Gazz versus Chery Tiggo.
It's the starting lineup of the Angels. Nice to see Aiza Maizo Puntillas back in the starting lineup. She didn't play in the last game against the Foxies, so Morente will be coming off the bench. Brooke Van Sickle, we mentioned, 26. And the second leading scorer was Jonas Abete with 11. So 2 players in double digits in that 3-set win for the Angels against the Foxies. Meantime, big 3 to watch out for. Aya Laure in double digits, Aragalang in double digits, and Zach Karandang also in double digits in that big win against the Cool Smashers. Same starting lineup for Coach Kung Fu Reyes, who's riding a 3-game winning streak of his own. The 2 UST games, one last Saturday and one yesterday, and then that win against the Cool Smashers. But Coach Koji Tuzurabara also a 3-game winning streak. The last time they lost was that matchup 5-setter against the Flying Titans. What a way to start things off for the Angels with a kill block, Ayel.
As you mentioned in the pregame earlier, this is a very confident Petro Gazz team. They only lost 3 sets so far, all throughout this conference. So, you know, they're highly consistent. Meanwhile, Chery Tiggo Crossovers, they're the only team so far that has a beaten cream line, and that says so much about their chemistry and their program.
And that was the first 3-set loss by the Cool Smashers since 2019.
Oh, that's true.
And that snaps their 19-game winning streak that dates back to middle of last year. In the meantime, the Crossovers get their first point of the game. There's Coach Koji Tuzurabara, who is checking something out with our first referee, Arlindo Eusebio. There's a net touch. Was it a net touch?
I believe it's a crossing violation. They're trying to clarify who on the side of Petro Gazz actually committed that violation.
And they will challenge it. So a very early challenge here. Coach Jumbo Di Maculangan also a little surprised that this very early review of the play. Okay, so there it is, the football challenge. The Angels wearing the black uniform today. Not used to it. Usually the reds and the whites, right?
That's true. It's all black for them
all black today.
No, but again, you understand why they're doing this, asking for this challenge as early as in this set, because every point is definitely going to be very important. Now, both teams are in the upper half of the standings.
All right, so let's check it out. There's Dacoron, Cheng. And they're going to call Brooke Van Sickle. All right, loud and clear. That one.
Van Sickle was like, I didn't know.
Do you sometimes, fall in that trap, Ayala, as a
That's
player,
true.
that you don't know your foot is over the line?
No, it really happens, especially when the rally is long.
Nice dig for Bicar. Galang with an easy ball. Sabete with the pass. Cheng out to Van Sickle. Laure with the pass. Bicar backs it. Galang pushes and scores. First attack point for the Crossovers as you check in with Franny Reyes.
Thank you so much, Eric and Ayala. I got to speak with Jen Yerba of the Crossovers coming off that 3-set win against the Cool Smashers. And she told me that coming from a loss, they were extra motivated. They know that they had to change some things about their mindset and their attitude if they wanted to win. And they were very happy with the win, considering that Creamline is a championship team. They're a very veteran team with a solid system, much like their opponents today, the Petro Gazz Angels. So now the challenge is for the Crossovers to continue that momentum. How will they overcome the veteran moves of the Angels, but also how will they stop Van Sickle? Right now is a challenge for them, and they are rising to the occasion. Back to the panel.
All right, thank you, Franny. Well, that's going to be really hard to stop. Van Sickle, she's been getting better and better each and every game. Longest rally so far. There's a block touch against the Angels. A 3-0 run here for the Crossovers.
No, but talking about slowing down Van Sickle, so far Chery Tiggo has been doing fine in that department as they're getting the rebounds, they're getting the digs, and if they can stay consistent in that one, they definitely have an advantage here as Ea Laure gets the kill block against Dacoron. Take a look at this replay. Cheng activating Dacoron early on this set, but Ea Laure just reading that one well.
Laure with their first, the first kill block for the Crossovers. Nice save by Carandang. A chance ball here for the Angels. Cheng this time goes to Van Sickle. And she scores. Van Sickle picking up her first point of the game.
Finally, Van Sickle getting that point in after a couple of attempts, avoiding the blockers. Genieva out of position in that one.
I mean, take a look at Van Sickle. 18 points against the Flying Titans, 23 against the Chargers, 24 in their last game against the Foxies, and then 26 in their most recent game. So she's getting, just tougher and tougher each and every game.
Exactly, and they definitely, talking about the Angels, they will rely a lot on her. She needs to bring her A game in today's game because, a big portion of their score comes from Van Sickle.
In the meantime, a point off the block for Aragalang, her second of the game. Here's Ea Laure. Spectacular performance in the last game. 14 points, 2 aces, 4 receptions. Combination play. Van Sickle, Galang pops it up. And the set for Carandang, that's outside.
Oh, but Carandang also an impressive game for her against the Creamline Cool Smashers. I mean, with Bicar as the setter right now, they've proven their connection. She can be the lethal scorer, lethal attacker again, talking about Carandang.
Van Sickle, aside from the 26 points she scored, she had 3 blocks, 3 aces, 9 digs, by the way, against the Foxies. She serves it out this time.
Van Sickle really an all-around player for the Petro Gazz Angels.
3 serving 6, Zach Carandang. Sabete, block. The coverage by Cheng. In the back row, Van Sickle popped up by Carandang. Laure out to Robles. Through the block. Dacoron keeping it alive. Here comes Sabete once again. And she scores.
Sabete, the second leading scorer overall for the Petro Gazz Angels. I mean, the wing attackers on the side of the Angels has been putting in the effort, carrying the load in terms of scoring. So, that can be predictable on the side of the Chery Tiggo Crossovers. It's just really a matter of executing that net defense and floor defense.
It's a 2-point game from the middle. Nice push, but Dacoron keeping it alive. Puntillas sending it over. Galang. They go to Robles again, blocked by Puntillas. Coverage there by Van Sickle. Puntillas down the line. What a dig by Nierva. We're not surprised. Galang, yes! Galang starting off hot, 3 points already.
No, and Galang has been targeting the same zone. Been going to zone 5 a lot of times, so still no adjustment on the side of the Angels. Take a look at this replay, intentionally going to that zone. No one there on the side of the Angels.
Aragalang, we mentioned 10 points in the last game. She's picking up where she left off today. Maisa Puntillas. Laure from the back row. Cheng finds Sabete. Cut shot is good again. Sabete with her second point.
You know, for the Chery Tiggo Crossovers, they're actually slowing down Petro Gazz to their good floor defense. It's just really a matter of winning the rallies. But so far, it has been Petro Gazz winning the long rally so far. But Chery Tiggo still up by 2.
Biggest lead, 3 points for the Crossovers. Running attack for Maraño. Nice dig coming from Puntillas. Back row, Van Sickle. Popped up by Galang. So Robles again. Van Sickle, that is not coming back. Cess Robles with a big point. And that sends us to our first technical timeout. Crossovers on top by 3, 8-5 against the Angels. Arena Plus, Stigs Sports. Welcome back to the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Second game of your doubleheader. It is Angels at 4-1 in the standings, taking on the 3-2 Crossovers. Robles picking up her first point, sent us to our first technical timeout. Crossovers up by 3 points.
And so far, what's working well on the side of the Crossovers is Alina Bicar really putting in the effort and then setting up everyone, making sure that she gets everyone involved in terms of attacking, making sure that everyone is a threat.
Alina Bicar, 12 excellent sets in that win against the Cool Smashers. Ea Laure. Sabete on the attack, doesn't get it to go across the net.
Too short there for Sabete, trying to go deep. Momentum is on the side of the Crossovers.
This is now their biggest lead at 4 points. 9 serving 5. Not a good pass there. Tough get for Cheng. Sabete will send it outside. Back-to-back attack errors for Jonas Sabete.
Now with the Petro Gazz Angels having a bit of an unstable passing, it's going to be difficult for them to convert here. They're going to be predictable. It has been Sabete so far in the couple of sequences.
And Palma finally gets a side out. Her first point for the Angels.
The reason why they need good passing, they want to be able to activate the middles. This time, Remy Palma getting that point in, powering through the blockers.
Palma coming off a 6-point performance against the Foxies. Actually back-to-back 6-point games for her. Bicar out to Ea Laure. There's a nice block from the Angels. Maraño with the tip. Palma looking for back-to-back points. Good save by Robles. And that's going to go outside. They were not prepared for a third touch. Ayan.
A miscue there on the side of the Chery Tiggo Crossovers. Could be a costly one because Petro Gazz can gain momentum here.
Sabete is set to serve as you look at Abby Maraño. Sabete with back-to-back errors. She has 2 points so far. Nice save there for Nierva. Cheng running attack for Palma. Got it.
And Cheng starting to give more balls to Remy Palma.
That spike of the set brought to you by Duncan Pasalubong. Not Bayan. Timeout right now for Coach Kung Fu Reyes as his 4-point lead is down to 2. We'll listen in.
Di ba sabi niyo good communication na? Communication.
Last na yun, last
Hindi
na
na
yun.
kayo nagutang, titingin na kayo, hindi naman kayo nakikiramdam, di ba?
Ako tayo.
Okay,
Sige lang.
yun, napakasimple ng problema natin. Oh. Madali lang ang solusyon. Kung sino pinakamalapit siya kumuha ng bola, pwede magsalita, ako na. Okay, balikan ulit natin kung ano meron tayo, yung pinakamahirap. Nagalaw, nagtatama natin, yung pinakamadali.
Okay, apply tayo.
Just lang yan, let's go.
Apply Chery!
Now you sense the urgency on the side of Coach Kung Fu talking about their communication because they had the miscue earlier and that gave Petro Gazz Angels a free point, and then there was another one, and almost a miscue on their side. No one took the initiative to get that third touch, and it could have been another free point for the Petro Gazz Angels. And for them, they can't lose these points off their communication. They really need to work on that right now.
It's a 3-point run for the Angels. Beg your pardon. Biggest lead for the Crossovers was 5. That stops the 3-point run as Maraño will score. That's her first point of the game.
We talked about the Palma-Maraño matchup and that running attack where both players actually, it's their strength. Perfect execution there for Maraño.
And Abby was telling the media that they had a bonding session, a 3-day, 2-night bonding session in Manila. Crossovers did after that 3-set loss against the Foxies, and it really paid off. I mean, what a 180-degree turnaround for them.
Exactly. You know, for players, for teams, the relationship they get to build off court, you know, can greatly translate inside the court, and I think that's what worked for the Chery Tiggo Crossovers, especially in their game against the Creamline Cool Smashers.
In the meantime, Van Sickle scoring her second point of the game. And Chang unable to chase that down. Laure with 2 points.
Laura using the blockers to get a point there. All angles closed, but powering through that one.
Van Sickle with the pass. Chang out to Van Sickle. Yes! Back-to-back points for Van Sickle, who's number 2 in scoring in the league right now. And she is also the 4th best spiker.
98 points so far in total for Van Sickle. This confidence. And again, she's not just, you know, a capable scorer. Her defense has been so good. And that's what makes her a really good, excellent player here on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels. But another error on the side of the Chery Tiggo Crossovers. So the error starting to pile up here.
And Coach Kung Fu Reyes already burning one timeout. Doesn't want to call another. His 5-point lead is down to 1. Good block by Dacoron, but there's coverage. Galang with a push. Pancake save by Cheng. Van Sickle from the middle. There's a nice block by the Crossovers. Pontillas tips, blocked by Galang, and the save is no good. Galang, what a start. 4 points already. Ayan.
Exactly, from offense to defense, reading that well. Maizo Pontillas trying to slow things down, but Galang just knowing what to do, extending her arms there, staying for a bit.
Angels unable to find a way around this deficit. The closest they got is within 1. They have not been able to tie it so far. Van Sickle with a push. Laura picking it up. Bicar sets it back to Galang. Why not? She has the hot hand. Van Sickle. Saved by Pontillas. Back row for Sabete. Bicar picking it up. Nierva will play setter. Galang attacking. That's way outside.
Galang trying to go long there again. You know, the corner pockets has been free on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels. It was just a matter of execution on the side of Galang.
First attack error for Galang. She has put up 4 points so far. Best server of the conference so far, Van Sickle with a serve. Bicar out to Robles. Yes.
On the side of the Petro Gazz Angels, andun yung blocking nila eh. Blocking formation is good, but you know, crossovers just really trying to outpower them. Robles trying to squeeze that one in.
Well, we mentioned these two teams not the best in blocking. Crossovers ranked 6th, Angels ranked 7th. Cheng, tight set. There's a nice hit by Sabete. Picard chasing the second touchdown, and Cés Robles. What a start for her. 3 points already.
No, actually, everyone on the side of the crossovers, we've mentioned Ea Laure, Ara Galang, Cés Robles, the wing attacker so far, stepping up big for the crossovers.
Here's the first time out of Coach Koji Suzurabara. We listen in.
Number 8, 21, 10. You are same block timing. Number 10. Hitting 10. Should be the jump. Number 21. Mark the angle. Angle mark. Line mark. Line mark.
Okay, coach.
Line mark. It's okay. One touch. Okay. Don't do that rush.
Go.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Now. Serve average. Now. Here. Same. Same percentage.
Let's go.
Okay.
Coach Koji Tsurabara being very specific. 8, 10, 21. Well, those are the numbers on the jerseys, and those are Laure, that's Ea Laure, Galang, and Robles.
Exactly. He was talking about the spiking tendencies of these players because, you know, the Petro Gazz Angels so far, they're caught out of position in that floor defense.
Broken play there for the Angels. Bicar. Back row for Ea. Overpassed by Cheng. Carandang with the first touch. Running attack from Maraño. Coverage by Dacoron. Another off-system play for the Angels. And that drops on the line. Another block. That's going to be block number 3 for the Crossovers. That sends us to our second technical timeout. A 4-point lead for Chery against Petro Gazz. RPTV na ang official at exclusive channel ng Pambansang Liga ng Bayan on free-to-air. Sabay-sabay nating subaybayan ang PBA Season 48 Philippine Cup. All games live dito sa RPTV para sa Pinoy. Back row, Van Sickle, that's into the net. That's going to be the second attack error for Van Sickle.
And Van Sickle only with 3 points so far, which is the leading scorer on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels. So Chery Tiggo Crossovers really doing good in terms of slowing down the offense of the Angels.
Combination play. There's Cés Robles, blocked by Pontillas. Galang scores. No. Nice save by Van Sickle. But it's going to be a chance ball here for the Crossovers. They have a 5-point lead again. Robles through the block. Almost a double there for Dacoron. Sabete finally gets a side out.
Sabete keeping that one simple. Just putting that ball in.
Sabete with 3 points. She, along with Van Sickle, are the only 2 players for the Angels who have scored in double digits in 4 out of the 5 games they've played so far in the All-Filipino Conference. Not a good first ball there for Robles. She will get it back. Single lady block by Palma. Robles tries again. Palma picking it up. Chery is in the game for the first time. Galang with a push, and she scores. Wow, Ara Galang with 5 already.
A great show of ball control also for Ara Galang. Just tipping that one over right behind the blockers. You can really see the intention of Ara Galang, slowing it down, seeing that it was a Dacoron defending that zone.
There's Maylene Baat. She has been coming off the bench since their last game against the Cool Smashers. Service error for Ara Galang, who's been almost perfect so far in today's game.
Oh, that's true. You know, the addition of Ara Galang really has been that luxury also on the side of the crossovers.
Joy Kagande seeing action for the first time today. Early rest for Alina Bicar. Kagande sets it up. All right, chance to put something good there. And Palma almost scored. Good floor defense once again by the crossovers. Sabete got it.
Well, Sabete actually not so explosive with that approach. At most times, a vertical jump lang siya, but it's effective on her end.
4 points off 4 attacks for Jonah Sabete.
Oh, 3 blockers there for her, but still a point for the Angels.
3-point game, 15 serving 18, almost an ace. Paat blocked. Battle at the net. Tempiatura and Sabete diving for it. Kagande running attack. Yes, for Abby Marraño.
You know, the crossovers really starting to be that lethal team in terms of offense. I mean, you have Marraño right now. You have Pat and Laure in the front row of the crossovers. Oh, very capable scorers.
Cés Robles, after only scoring 1 point against the Cool Smashers, she has 3 already. Saet out to Sabete, blocked. There's Barbon with the save. Sabete tries again. Yes!
Oh, so far, it has been Sabete. In the few sequences we have, 5 points for her already. Leading scorer on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels.
Meanwhile, Chami Chamzon set to come in. Replace Sabete.
And the reason why these 2 teams, you know, this is also a good matchup because they have really deep bench. I mean, we already saw some substitutions on the side of the crossovers. This time, Tiamzon coming in for the Angels.
Laure blocked. Kagande back set. Marraño down the line. Tempiatura picking it up. Here's Van Sickle off speed. Pancake save is no good. What a shot by Van Sickle, her 4th point.
We talked about why Van Sickle is that one excellent player is because she's really quick to adjust, quick to recognize the floor defense this time, recognizing that the floor defense was actually ready for a power hit, slowing things down through the top speed works for her.
The 2 birthday celebrants. Van Sickle celebrating tomorrow, Laure celebrating today. There's Laure into the net.
An out of system attack there coming from Laure, so it's just a 1-point game now.
And Coach Kung Fu Reyes will burn his final timeout. We'll listen in.
Bira naman kayo.
Let's go lang.
Kaya kanina pa nga bumawalig yung bola mo kasi ang baba ng palo mo. Ano ba, hindi mo naiintindihan? Ang tamblakan mo na bumabalik sa atin yung bola. Second chance point. Paano naman natin mapapalo ng maayos yun? Napakalayan ng bola natin. Diyan, yung block mo nakaangat. Okay, coach. Di ba?
Okay ako doon.
Kumbaga sa ano, kulang sa sustansya yung galaw nyo.
Awesome live sports viewing is guaranteed with Signal yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Switch now and get up to 3 months with no cash out. Visit signal.tv/switch for more details. Kulang sa sustansya.
I mean, Coach Kung Fu definitely not happy with how Chery Tiggo is executing right now because they started strong, but they don't look as cohesive as they were early on.
Laure is blocked by Saet. Paat. Saet pops it up. Chamzon will chase it down and get it. Here's a chance ball for the crossovers. Kagande back to Laure. And she drills it in. Why not? Yun, mate. konti ng
That's
sustansya.
true. No, more aggressive attack coming from Ea Laure. And, you know, Coach Kung Fu pointed out earlier na masyadong mababa yung palo niya. She actually has a smaller blocker in Chery Tiggo. And yun yung hinahanap ni Coach Kung Fu because definitely Ea Laure has more advantage.
In the meantime, Coach Koji Tuzurabara will burn his final timeout. We'll listen in.
Either.
It's okay, time over. It's okay. But if you simple position 4, they will come 3 block. Block.
Pagmamichi.
Okay, everyone come on!
Let's go! Hey! Petro Gazz Angels!
Well, the Angels, again, unable to get a deadlock. They went as close as 1 point, 18-19, but quick side out here by the Crossovers, and they're back up by 2.
That's true. Chery Tiggo has been controlling this game so far.
The only lead by the Angels, Ayel, as you see Palma get a side out, make it a 1-point game again. Their only lead was at 1-0.
No, because again, at Chery Tiggo, they started strong. They were very cohesive in the start of the set. But again, they're playing against a veteran team in the Petro Gazz Angels. So they're still not safe despite, you know, leading this game. Especially that the Petro Gazz Angels has a strong end game.
Only one deadlock at 1-all, but Palma, again, Angels unable to tie the game. There's an error. It's back to a 2-point lead. Coach Koji Tuzurabara, no more timeouts remaining. Looking at his bench, trying to figure out what are they going to do next.
A crucial error there coming from Palma. I mean, Crossovers just 4 points away in taking the set.
Alina Bicar back in the game. Now with Cesc Robles, combination play, Van Sickle, nice push. But Nierva, quick for the dig. Barbon, side out to Van Sickle. Oh, what a dig there for Robles. Nierva sets it up for Laure. And Jamzon popping it up. Van Sickle. Laure keeping it alive. Nierva. Here's a chance ball going to the Angels. Saet. Van Sickle. Oh, what a rally. Terrific offense and defense for both teams. Pontillas. Van Sickle. Robles popping it up. Bicar will set it. No surprise. Ea Laure. Ooh, could have been a double. Laure gets it back. Oh, into the net this time.
No, it was Van Sickle and Ea Laure in that sequences. Both setters, Bicar and Chisa, at pumaporsyento na. But unfortunately, an error there on the side of Ea Laure.
Both teams with no timeouts remaining. And this is a golden opportunity once again for the Angels to tie the game. Again, the only deadlock was at 1-all. Great pass.
Very stable.
Karandang with a nice skill. That's her second point of the game.
A perfect execution there on the side of that crossover. It's a very stable first ball from Nierva, and Bicar just seeing that Karandang was open in the middle. Could be an impact play here on the side of the crossovers.
They're back up by 2. By the way, Casey Galdones is in the game for the first time for the Angels. Van Sickle against a double block. Barbon with coverage. Pontillas. Robles has been digging very well today. Karandang with back-to-back points, and it's back to a 3-point cushion.
Now, Karandang has been quiet almost all throughout the set, but this back-to-back points from her can be big for the crossovers right on the same spot. And Ea Laure very consistent on the service line so far.
Mentioned Karandang, 12 points. Her first double-digit performance so far in the All-Filipino Conference. Not a good first ball. Off-system play. Van Sickle. What a hit. But Robles again with a dig. Oh, wait a minute. Wow. Karandang called for the double. Is that a surprise? She went for the 1-2 play.
Yeah, exactly. Karandang was rushing. I mean, she had the right intention. The floor defense of Petro Gazz was still scrambling, was trying to go for a surprise 1-2 play. But, you know, execution was a bit faulty there.
When was the last time you saw a middle blocker with a 1-2 play, AL, huh?
Could have been the first here so far this conference.
Underhand set. Robles. Van Sickle popping it up. Saet, the back set. Montilla, single lady block. Says Robles. Oh my goodness. 4 points. And that's 3 set points for the Crossovers.
So far, the attempts, the attacks of Isamaiso Pontillas has been well read by the crossover. Says Robles. 1-man block there.
Meantime, Chery Adorador in the game. She didn't score against the Cool Smashers. Big serve coming up. Good pass by Barbon. Montillas blocked again. Oh, back-to-back kill blocks to win it for the Crossovers.
No, and Chery Tiggo just improving their net defense right on time to get this first set.
Aragalang, what a performance for her. 10 points in her last game against the Cool Smashers. Already, in just a set, she has half of that. 5 points already.
And she started strong in that set, going to zone of 5, and that actually started the momentum, started the confidence on the side of the Crossovers.
Galang and Robles with 5 each, leading the way for the Crossovers in this 25-21 win against the Angels in the opening set.
(25-21), Chery Tiggo Crossovers getting set 1 against the Petro Gazz Angels. Chery Tiggo just started strong in that set. They were able to gain momentum early on. Everyone contributing in terms of offense. Vicar and Kagan, they did a great job in terms of setting distribution, making sure that everyone is involved, that everyone is a threat, and that made things more difficult for the Petro Gazz Angels in terms of defense, but also Crossovers having better defense against the Angels was their advantage, as they were able to slow down the leading scorers and Van Sickle and Sabete, and those impact plays of Carandang and Robles really made a big difference to end that first set. As we take a look at the numbers, 2 more attack points for Chery Tiggo against the Petro Gazz Angels, and definitely for the Petro Gazz Angels, they need to improve their passing so they can get the middles involved in attacking in this set.
Set number 2 underway. Saet finding Van Sickle, trying to go down the line. There's a block touch. Van Sickle with 5 points already.
I mentioned so far that the Angels, they've lost 3 sets overall in this conference. So this is also a test of character for them, a test of their resilience as the crossovers were able to get the first set.
And the only 2 sets the Angels lost were only from one team. Now it's against the Flying Titans. Ooh. A crazy-looking play right there for the crossovers.
And this is what Coach Kung Fu was talking about, their miscues, you know, the court sense, you know, the minor details that can actually be costly for them.
Reception error there for Robles, who was so good in digging in the opening set.
And also that 2 back-to-back kill blocks for her was the one that finished the set for the crossovers.
Another service ace for Van Sickle. Again, she's the best server of the All-Filipino Conference so far. Robles, not a good pass again. Nierva will set it out to Galang. Galang block. Nierva keeping it alive. Saet to the middle, and Casey Caldones knocks it in for her first point of the game. Let's check in with Franny Reyes.
Thank you, Eric. Now, the Petro Gazz Angels fell short of taking that first set from the crossovers. And I talked to Mama Chi about it, and she said that, you know, maturity is what sets the Petro Gazz Angels apart, and maturity comes in with those minor adjustments that they have to make. In that first set, nangigil sila masyado against the crossovers, so they need to play more composed if they want to take this second set. Now, let's send it over to the timeout. But before that, this report was brought to you by the Pilipinas Live app. Get the most extensive PVL coverage for only 149 pesos. Let's send it to the timeout.
Wala kayo sa tamang perso. Tama muna natin yung perso natin.
Very early timeout for Coach Kung Fu Reyes. Not surprising because they are down 4-0 after winning by 3 points in the opening set, Ayel.
And they need to improve right now their passing and floor defense formation because Van Sickle has been there for quite some time.
Short serve. Galang against the double block. That is outside. Galang now with her second attack error.
Galang trying to avoid the hands of Goldones in that previous sequence, but too wide for her. So this is definitely a very strong start for the Angels.
You mentioned passing was an issue for the Angels. What happened to the passing for the crossovers here in the second set?
Oh, well, Van Sickle was serving the #1 server so far overall in this conference. So definitely those strong serves was difficult for the crossovers.
But they do get a free point as Van Sickle finally lost the serve there. Sapete. But the blocking has been impressive, to say the least, for the crossovers.
No, I agree. The blocking formation has been consistent on the side of the crossovers, and on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels. Right now, they should have recognized that one and improved their coverage.
5-1. That's the lead in blocking for the crossovers against the Angels. There's a nice push by Puntillas.
A great placement shot there on the side of Maizo Puntillas. And this is what Franny earlier said, wherein Chisa had mentioned that experience and maturity has to set in right now. And so far, they're able to use that into their advantage.
Robles. A nice dig by Galdones. Puntillas pushes all the way to the back. Bicar was right there for coverage. Robles again. Yes. Robles with 6.
Says Robles, challenging the floor defense of Van Sickle. And that the previous sequence, a lot of speed in that attack. Van Sickle could not stretch her arms just right on time.
Puntillas that set too close to the net, but she won the joust against Robles. Galang attacking and finds the line. Ara Galang now with 7.
Oh, the placement shots of Ara Galang. I mean, not the most powerful of attacks, but the placement, the angles has been highly effective for the crossovers.
It's a 2-point game. And that's outside for Palma, who was looking for a block touch. First attack error for Palma.
A great intention there. They're trying to play quick, trying to play fast, but just a matter of executing that one. But the 3-point now gives the crossovers the advantage here.
Sabete powers that one through, stops the run of the crossovers.
Sabete continues to be explosive here on the side of the Angels, squeezing that one in. No floor defense on the side of the crossovers.
6 points for Jonas Sabete, all coming from attacks. Galang. Nice pass. Sabete. Yes! Back-to-back points for Jonas Sabete, and now has 7.
Tough one there for Sabete. Using the hands of Aragalang to get that point.
8-5. Angels leading by 3 against the crossovers second set. Arena Plus, Astixa Sports. In the white and red today. It's the crossovers. After winning by 3 in the first set, they trail by 3 here in set number 2. Jonas Apete with 7. Top scoring for the Angels. Aiza Maizu Puntillas in her first game back after missing that match against the Foxies. Aragalang blocked by Palma. Here's Ces Robles, who has 7 as well. And that's on the line. Excellent block by the Angels.
Great blocking formation and great timing there for Chery and Remy Palma. So right now, everything going well on the side of Petro Gazz Angels.
Chery with her first point of the game. Aragalang. Yes! Wow. Aragalang. Well, I don't know what she had for lunch today, but she is playing extremely well.
I agree, and Bicar also putting her on the right spot with that combination play. But she's been trying to maximize that weak spot, that weak zone in zone 1 on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels, talking about Aragalang.
I mean, she has 8 points and 2 blocks. 8 attack points and 2 blocks. EJ Laure, by the way, is in the game for the first time for the crossovers. Oh, what a dig by Nierva. EJ Laure. And that's dug by Van Sickle. Palma with a push. Laure picking it up. Here's EJ Laure. Bicar to the back row. And that is into the net for Ea Laure, who has been up and down so far in this match.
That's true. Ea Laure has been inconsistent so far in terms of offense. But Jen Nierva has been very stable in that floor defense for the crossovers.
I mean, 20-10 in the last game. 20 digs, 10 receptions. And she has picked up where she left off today. Galang. Nice pass by Puntillas. Here comes Van Sickle. Yes! Van Sickle says to Jen Nierva, trying to kick this one up.
Probably the cleanest attack so far coming from Van Sickle.
And Van Sickle now with 7. This is the last timeout for Coach Kung Fu Reyes. We'll listen in.
Hi, Van.
Kung toss lang kanina ka magbibigay ng back row, wala ka sa forma, bababaan mo pa ba? Diba? Ito kasi nilang ng kasagutan eh. Ang galaw nyo nga, kapos, kulang. Ayaw yung tapusin ng maayos yung galaw. yung mga tao natin sa labas. Kaya nga kita nagpapaikot ng tao. Para tumulong kayo sa harap.
Sige lang.
Let's go! Energy, Chery!
We're not even halfway through the second set, Ayel, and no more timeouts remaining for Alina Bicar and the rest of the crossovers.
You know, and that's because this is a shift on how they performed and how they executed in that first set. They looked really organized. They were cohesive despite a few miscues. But right now, really the execution is a bit faulty on their end.
There's a block. It goes outside. So EJ Laure with her first point of the game.
Finally, EJ Laure getting that point in off the hands of Palma.
Here's EJ Laure, 2 points against the Cool Smashers. She has played off the bench in the All-Filipino Conference. Side to Van Sickle. And she's starting to feel it already with 8 points.
Now Van Sickle gaining her personal momentum in this game earlier in that first set. The crossovers, getting the rebounds, getting the digs against her attack. But this time Van Sickle finally finding the right angles and control to get points.
Team captain Remy Palma serves it outside. That's going to be the second service fault for Palma.
And the first error earlier was a crucial one towards the end stretch of the first set. Now Palma having a challenging day in that service line.
And on the other side, team captain Abby Maraño with a nice serve to Pontillas. Galdones got it.
So we've been talking about how Bicar has been distributing the balls excellently on the side of the crossovers, but since Chisa was put in the side of the Angels, she's been doing well in terms of playmaking.
Ea Laure, Tempiatura popping it up. Van Sickle says she got it. Back row for Sabete. Galang picking it up. To the middle, Zacarandang. What a dig by Sabete. Van Sickle pushes. Saved by Galang. Battle at the net. Galdones. There's a block by the crossovers. Van Sickle trying to go down the line, and she misses the mark.
Great intention there on the side of Van Sickle. Going zone one, no one on the side of the crossovers, but it was too wide for her.
Underhand set for Syed. Van Sickle on the other side, and she makes up for the error by scoring her 9th point of the game.
And, you know, if you want to slow down Van Sickle, you really need to slow her down from the net defense, from the floor defense, because when she finds her momentum, she becomes unstoppable. And so far, Van Sickle starting to be a scoring machine in this game.
Back to the biggest lead of the Angels at 5 points. Galang. Touched by the block. Saet to Pontillas. That's popped up by Nierva. Oh, what a save by Tempiatura. Bicar. What a save this time on the other side by Saet. Great exchange so far. Galang with a push. Saet picking it up. Tempiatura will set it out to Sabete. EJ Laure. Bicar to Carandang. Blocked by Galdones. 1-2 play for the Angels. Oh, what an exchange. There's a block touch. And immediately, Pontillas signaling the challenge, and they will. Coach Zorobana finally says, let's challenge this one.
No, because Aragalang was trying to go cross. A touch there called by the linesman.
All right, so we're going to take a look. I don't know if they're saying it was touched at the net or
Actually,
down below.
That's what the Coach Kung Fu is trying to argue right now. You don't see it on your screens, but Coach Kung Fu trying to argue that
Tempiatura, are they
it
saying?
was actually Tempiatura.
The lines judge also signaling Tempiatura with a touch. The libero, he's saying.
Oh, but
If they're gonna review the net action, they're not gonna find
definitely, exactly.
Not gonna find it there. So first referee Erlindo Eusebio calls down.
Libero. Okay, hindi mo masyadong nakakapit. Captain. Yung black touch, wala tayo sa wala sa black, sa last touch tayo. Yung nakita no. Last touch yung ang nakuha. Yung nakita na wala sa black touch. So,
All right, so first first referee overrules everything. There's not going to be any review because they're going to say it was the libero who touched it.
And again, you don't have a challenge for that kind of execution.
All right, Coach Kojito Surabara telling Aizamaizo Putillas, all right, it's okay. Let's get going.
And then for the Angels, they can't be distracted of that call.
Laure, well, they get it right back to point anyway, so.
A missed opportunity there, a wasted opportunity on the side of the crossovers to gain some momentum.
Hey, Laure really struggling today. Only 3 points for Laure. And we mentioned she was a top scorer against the Cool Smashers with 14. She has scored in double digits in 3 of the 5 games of the crossovers. Palma, cross court, picked up by Bicar. Laure now to Galang, kept alive by Puntillas. Saet will send it over. Mierva to Bicar. Then gonna EJ Laure. There's a block by Palma. Bicar. That time Galang, and Galang mishits.
And earlier, what was lacking on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels was their floor defense, but they have greatly improved in this set.
Biggest lead for the Angels, 6 against the crossovers, set number 2. It is a 6-point lead for the Angels. And compared to set number 1, this time they have not allowed the crossovers to tie the game. There has not been a lead change so far. A nice side out for EJ Laure, her 2nd point of the game.
Oh, finally found that hole on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels. Again, that's a weak spot on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels, that zone 1. A great decision for EJ Laure to go for that zone. But again, for the Petro Gazz Angels, they have improved their floor defense, and that was lacking earlier on the first set. So right now, Chery Tiggo also has to make necessary adjustments, but Abby Maraño, Aragalang rather, getting the kill block against Sabete.
Galang now in double digits with 10. And that stops the 2-point run to the crossovers. Rem Palma picking up her 4th point of the game.
Rem Palma going for the power tip. Again, going for speed there. Karandang not ready for that one.
Janelle Cheng returning. Chi Saet will get a rest. Cheng with 2 points, all scored in the opening set. 5-point lead for the Angels. Great pass by Ea Laure. That's the result.
A good pass there coming from the crossovers, Ea Laure, and the reason why they're able to set up Maraño.
Spike on the set brought to you by Dunkin. Pasalubong ng bayan. Maraño now with 4. Joy Mikagande. Her first game back, Joy Mikagande, after not playing against the Flying Titans. Timeout on the floor. We'll listen in to Coach Chizurabara.
Now advantageous. Advantageous. There are a lot of pressure. Now have a chance. Don't hit the easy shot. Okay, more aggressive. It's okay, mistake. It's okay. Go more hit. Aggressive shot.
Let's go. Let's go.
I see, Judge.
Yes, coach.
And good.
Hey, Petro Gazz Angels!
Good news for all volleyball fans. The PVL, UAAP, and Spikers Turf can now be enjoyed on One Sports via high definition. Catch the games on One Sports HD Channel 17 only on Signal. One Sports HD is available to all active Signal prepaid and postpaid subscribers. Maylene Pat again off the bench. So she hasn't scored yet.
So we have double subs for both teams.
That's right, Marian Buitre in the game for the first time. For the Angels, a nice solid block. Palma, a lazy tip, and that got punished by E.J. Laure at the net.
Oh, that's true. Cheng and Palma did not connect in that one, and the Palma trying to tip that one over, but Laure, E.J. Laure was already on top of that ball.
Sabete through the block of E.J. Laure stops the two-point run of the Crossovers.
If there's one player who has stayed consistent all throughout this game so far for the Angels, it has been Sabete, powering through the blockers all the time.
Meantime, Nicole Chamzon back in the game. Nicole Chamzon only one time so far this season. She scored in double digits. That was her first game against Strong Group Athletics. She put up 15. Paat blocked. Overpass. Chance ball here for the Angels. Van Sickle off speed. Picked up by Nierva. Kagande to Paat. Cheng. Too tight. Overpass, and Nierva again with coverage. E.J. Laure, that's way wide.
Oh, that set from Kagande was already way away from the antenna. Laure trying to adjust but could not execute one.
No more timeouts remaining for the Crossovers. They're back down by 5. Paat blocked, battle at the net. Cheng popping it up. Tempiatura goes to Marian Buitre, cross court, and she catches the line. Marian Buitre with her first point of the game.
Marian Buitre just spinning that one over, but right on the hole. A perfect execution for her with a placement shot.
Marian Buitre, her first game back, actually second game back after not playing against the high-speed hitters and the Chargers. Back to the biggest lead of the Angels at 6 points, 20 serving 14. Ea Laure with a great pass. Running attack for Abi Maraño. Buitre again. Catches the arm of E.J. Laure. Back-to-back points for Buitre.
So right now, everyone contributing on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels, intentionally going for the hands there of E.J. Laure.
Well, this UP connection working out. You've got Chamzon and Buitre. There's Chamzon popping it up. And I'm sure Ayala Straniero very happy. There's Van Sickle with a point 10 already for Van Sickle.
And this is what, again, experience and maturity can do for the Petro Gazz Angels. They lost the first set, but they made the necessary adjustments. They weren't unfazed. They weren't unfazed by how dominant the Crossovers were in the first set.
8 points, the biggest lead right now for the Angels. They're on a 5-0 run. Buitre. Galang picking it up. Bicar. Nice play by Alina Bicar to stop the run.
A smart move there. Quick thinking on the side of Picar, going for that 1-2 play. Faking that one, delaying that one. Surprising the floor defense of Tiempatura and Tiamzon.
First point for Alina Picar. EJ Laure. Nice pass. Van Sickle gets it back. Yerba again.
Steady dig.
So back-to-back points.
Oh, Gaston.
Pauline Gaston in the game for the first time, making an impact right away.
Again, this is what having a deep bench can do for the crossovers.
There's going to be a timeout here. The last one for the Angels. We will listen in.
One more! Now you have the next set!
Let's go! Bigyan nyo kami ng isang magandang pasa. Go. Okay. Ano muna?
Quick or not?
No, coach. Make quick. Quick 5. She 5.
Okay,
Then open.
open.
Yeah.
Before I said to you, cover. Two person remain here. Two person back.
Okay.
Two person, three person, defense.
Hey, Petro Gazz!
Well, for the Angels, they need a good pass right now. They've been having faulty passing since EJ Laure has been on the service line. They need a good pass. They need to be incisive to be able to convert.
2 straight points scored here by the crossovers. Marian Buitre. Battle at the net. Almost an easy put away for Pama, if not for the great floor defense of the crossovers. Van Sickle. Yerba again with great defense, but a chance ball coming the Angels' way. Barbon to Cheng. Running attack for Buitre. That's into the net. That's going to be, And there's going to be a challenge here, and rightfully so. It didn't look like there was a block touch against the crossovers.
Exactly. Quite clear there, but you know, sometimes, at most times, especially with the block touch challenge, but this is a much needed point on the side of the crossovers. I mean, Petro Gazz Angels just got 3 points away in taking the set.
And they're up by 6, so they're in solid control here. Coach Kung Fures digging deep into his bench now, putting in Pauline Gaston, who didn't play against the Cool Smashers.
And you see the intention also of Coach Kung for rotating the players.
So there's a block touch, so unsuccessful challenge here for Coach Kung Fures. That's going to be an automatic point for the Angels.
Coach Kung Fu nodding there.
No timeouts remaining for both teams. Now 2 points away, the Angels, from winning set number 2. Gaston, yes! Back-to-back points for Pauline Gaston.
Pauline Gaston contributing here towards the end stretch of this set. A great pass again, and Picar really able to activate the middles with a good passing on the side of the crossovers.
17 serving 23. Buitre down the line, popped up by Gaston. Picar sets it to Galang, back row. Yes!
Oh, Galang a bit quiet in this set, but finally another placement shot for Ara Galang.
Galang 6 of her 11 coming here in set number 2. But yeah, you're right, Ayel. Somehow it feels like a quiet 6 points here in set 2. Van Sickle. Wow. 11 for Van Sickle already.
And if there's one player who made a lot of noise in the set, definitely it's a Van Sickle. You can't leave one blocker in front of Van Sickle. Definitely gonna dominate in the offense.
7 of the 11 points of Van Sickle coming in set number 2. Aiza Maizo Puntillas only with 1 point so far. She scored that here in set number 2. This is 6 set points for the Angels. Zakarandang through the block of Van Sickle. 1-2 play Van Sickle, and that's not going to come back. Brooke Van Sickle with back-to-back points. She has 12 in total and gives the Angels the second set win.
And this is how important Van Sickle, the production of Van Sickle is for the Petro Gazz Angels. They didn't contribute a lot in terms of points in the first set, but finally found her momentum here in the second set. And Angels definitely gonna rely a lot on her.
11 of her 12 points, all from attacks. She has 1 ace as well, and we're tied 1 set apiece between the Angels and the Crossovers. And we're tied at 1 set apiece. A big 7-point win by the Angels in set number 2 after losing by 3 against the Crossovers in the opening set. Let's take a look at highlights of the second set. The Angels started off hot and they never really looked back. Cesc Robles, though, has really picked up the offense for the Crossovers. Meanwhile, Caldones and Marian Buitre, big lift off the bench for Coach Koji Tsuzurabara. And Van Sickle also 7 over 12 points coming in the second set. EJ Laure also coming alive for the Crossovers. 3 points all scored in the second set for her. There's Marian Buitre off the bench. Big help offensively. Van Sickle, though, already leading the Angels in scoring, already in double digits as you look at the numbers of the second set.
Clearly, the Petro Gazz Angels dominated in that attack department with 17 attack points against the 11 of Chery Tiggo Crossovers. Although the bright spot that has been consistent on the side of the Crossovers has been their net defense. 3 blocks for them against the 1 of the Petro Gazz Angels. But Chery Tiggo Crossovers are giving away more free points here on the side of the Angels. So for Petro Gazz Angels, they can just stay consistent. They performed well. They executed well in that second set. So the necessary adjustments has to be on the side of the Crossovers. They need to improve, you know, their attack points. That's where the strength was in the first set.
Well, for the crossovers, they can't afford to start slow. I mean, they never tied in set number 2. They never tasted the lead. So their game plan has to be start off much better. They were down 4-0 to start set number 2.
No, I agree, because you can't let a veteran team create a big gap and lead all the way, especially for the crossovers, wherein relatively they're a new team, although they have veterans. With the addition of Aragalang and Maraño, they're still trying to build that chemistry. But so far, they also have been performing well, especially after that win against the Creamline Cool Smashers. But this is their second test with their chemistry. This is a veteran team, so for the Chery Tiggo Crossovers, really just a matter of executing their game plan here.
Same starting 6 for the crossovers. In the meantime, Coach Koji Zurabara electing to put in Casey Galdones in favor of Remy Palma. Angels looking for their 4th straight win as they take on crossovers. We're looking to get their 2nd straight win. A nice block to start off set number 3 for the Angels.
With the Petro Gazz Angels improving their net defense and the floor defense, this is where the offense of the crossovers will be tested. They need to find a way to outsmart the defense of the Angels.
Galdones with a block. There's Carandang scoring the first attack point for the crossovers here in set 3.
Take a look at this replay. Carandang in the middle.
Zacarandang now with 4, but she did not score in the 2nd set. Galdones. Nope.
Too fast there for Galdones. The ball was already on its way down while Galdones was trying to approach.
And Brooke Van Sickle, 12 points. And Van Sickle off the block scores.
We've been talking about how the floor defense of Petro Gazz has improved, and credit that to the good passing of Barbon and the great digging of Tempiatura.
13 already for Van Sickle. Nice down the line serve, ends up in an off-system play here. Solid block again for the Angels against Robles. 2nd kill block in the set for the Angels as we check in with Franny Reyes.
Pauline Gaston was a spark plug for the crossovers at the end of the 2nd set, but it was a little too late for them to regain the lead. So I asked Pauline before this game what was the key difference in their previous match, and she told me it was all about communication, which, as mentioned by Abby Maraño, is something that they worked on in their team bonding. Communication is important for how they respond when things are not going well, and they actually had a bit of a team discussion before the start of this set. Captain Abby Maraño said, let's lessen our errors, let's continue on the defense, but guys, kulang tayo sa attacks, let's improve our attacks and improve our blockings. The adjustments were clear for the crossovers, so let's see if it will translate in this set. Now, this report was brought to you by the Pilipinas Live app. Get it now for only 149 pesos a month. Back to the panel.
All right, thank you, Franny. Only 22% attack rate efficiency for the crossovers. Set number 2 as Sabete will knock it in.
And this is the same rotation where Petro Gazz Angels started strong in that 2nd set with Van Sickle on the service line and Sabete putting in the point. So for the crossovers, they need to convert right now to break the momentum of the Petro Gazz Angels.
Chance ball here for the Angels after a poor receive by the crossovers. A 3-point lead for the Angels. Robles. Oh, little miscommunication there between Van Sickle and Syed.
The ball was actually high. It could have been a chance ball actually for them to transition, but miscue there between Chisay, Van Sickle, and Tempiatura.
Robles now with 7. Pontillas got it. second point for Aiza Portillas, who's off to a very slow start today. Spike of the set, brought to you by Duncan. Pasalubong ng bayan.
Oh, take a look at that attack from Maizo Pontillas, avoiding the blockers.
Good pass by Ea Laure from the middle. Aragalang, that's high. Van Sickle can get to it. Here's a chance ball for the crossovers. Bicar goes to Robles. Another block. A diving dig there for Bicar. Galang. Easy pass for Van Sickle. Galang. Yes.
Oh, finally, Aragalang getting that point of that long rally. Again, she's not the most powerful of attackers on the side of the Chery Tiggo Crossovers, but she chooses the right angles and chooses the right zones to get points.
Well, what about the setting as well of Alina Bicar? I mean,
It's true.
just open the net for Aragalang in the last play.
And trying to be creative as well with the combination plays, but she saw it also really stable with that playmaking on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels. 10 points already for Sabete, beating the blockers there, taking advantage of that loose block.
And her 10 points are all from attacks, by the way. That's how aggressive Sabete has been. Robles, nice dig by Pontillas. Sabete a standing spike, looked like a chop, actually. Running attack from Maraño. Side up to Palma. Nierva with a diving dig. Chance ball for the Angels. Tempiatura passes. Running attack, Palma, and that's outside. And Palma is very adamant there was a block touch. So a quick challenge here for Coach Koji to Zurabara.
Well, actually, everyone on the side of Petro Gazz Angels.
And there's a fair play green card as somebody from the crossovers admitted they touched the ball. Now assess Robles. So it's a 4-point lead for the Angels as we go to our first technical timeout here in set number 2. Arena Plus, Stigsa Sports. Right now, the Angels leading by 4. And again, they're off to a good start, Ayel, after beating the crossovers by 7 points in the second set and leading from start to finish.
Oh, that's true. So some urgency needed on the side of the crossovers to execute better.
And a nice block. That's going to be on Maraño in her second block of the game.
Better blocking formation there on the side of the crossovers. And the reason why they need to improve that net defense from how they performed in the second set, because that's what worked for them in the first set. They were able to get rebounds off the attacks of Van Sickle, of Sabete, and that helped them convert the point in transition.
Palma, and that is outside.
I see the effort on the side of Chisa and to set up Palma early on in the set, but an attack error there.
Ea Laure, so far with just 3 points. She did not score in sets 2, and she hasn't scored here in the third set. Robles, in the meantime, with 7 already after a 1-point performance against the Cool Smashers. Sabete picked up by Galang. And here comes Ea. Yes, just the 4th point for Ea Laure today.
And you see the reaction of on the face of Ea Lares on the side of your leaf there, finally getting the point and taking advantage of the small block in Chisaet. And yun pa yung kanina pang in-emphasize ni Coach Kung Fu that every time Ea Lares in the front line, she actually has a smaller blocker, so she really needs to maximize that one.
And a rare miscue on the dig by Jen Yerba.
No, but the Angels has been really quick in converting a point since the 2nd set. Take a look at this replay. Sabete avoiding the blockers, targeting the zone of Jen Yerba, but she was out of position in that one.
Sabete now with 11. Back to a 2-point lead for the Angels. Ea Laure mishits. That's way outside.
Ea Laure trying to go for high hands there, trying to attack long, but again, struggling in the offense.
10 serving 7. Bicar, Maraño, blocked by Van Sickle. Laure will try again. That's dug by Sabete. Van Sickle. Oh, what a dig there. Jen Yerba, Ea Laure. That's off the block, and finally Ea Laure with her 5th point of the game.
And for the crossovers, again, they want to keep this rotation with Ea Laure on the front row. Take a look at this dig from Jen Yerba, who's been really steady in the floor defense. So they need to take advantage of this rotation because they have their leading scorer in Ea Laure, and she has a smaller blocker again in Saet.
Barbon sets it up for Van Sickle. Ooh, tough get for Robles. Van Sickle again, drops it. Pancake saved by Galang. Ea Laure from the back row, picked up by Sabete. 1-2 play, Maraño popping it up. Laure again, Barbon. Overpasses, oh, what a play for the libero.
Oh, Barbon definitely happy with that one. Surprised that she even got a point there. A great reaction after that Ea Laure attack, but Ea Laure was still in transition to go back to the system, to the defense, but too late there.
A rare point for Baby Love Barbon, the libero, her 1st point of the game. Pauline Gaston is back on the floor for the crossovers. Ea Laure through the double block. There's a net touch against Galdones.
So slowly, Chery Tiggo closing this gap with Ea Laure, putting in some points here.
2 points out of the 5. Ea Laure here in set number 3. Van Sickle. Durendes is in the game for the first time, by the way, for the crossovers. Saet sets it up. They go back to Van Sickle, and she drills that one in right to Buding Durendes.
Van Sickle got a rebound earlier, but switching things up, changing angles there, avoiding the blockers this time, going for high hands. Durendes could not contain that one.
She avoided the blockers and went straight for the libero, no problem for Brooke Van Sickle. Oh, service ace for Chisaet, back-to-back points for the Angels.
Miscue there between Yerba and Robles.
And first time out right now for the crossovers. We'll listen in.
May error sayang. Haba ng bola, identify ko sinong kukuha sa inyo. Kasi wala na kami magagawa dyan sa labas. Kayo mag-usap sa loob. Basta lang. Again, may pumapalo sa atin, coverage. Sagayin natin. Kailangan namang, di ba, dumidepensa din yung kabila eh. Di ba, dumidepensa rin tayo. Pero talo tayo sa sa tiyagaan. Doon tayo nadadali. So, agad di buhay ang bola, walang titigil sa atin. Tapos yung suporta sa kasama natin, ha? O maging tactical ulit.
Di ba, Chery?
Here's the service ace, Ayel.
Coach Kung Fu again talking about the miscues on the side of the crossovers. It's gonna be costly, especially towards the end stretch of this set.
4 points. This is the biggest lead for the Angels. 13 serving 9. Short serve. Tough set for Bicar. She was kneeling already. Underhand pass coming from Galdones. There's a block against Van Sickle. Pontillas, power push, picked up by Nierva. Nice save by Ea Laure. Saet out to Van Sickle. And that's gone. Van Sickle now with 16 points.
A great adjustment there on the side of Van Sickle. That set from Saet was too pushed out, but Van Sickle was still able to adjust with only one blocker in front of her.
And that was the left hand too. Bicar out to Ea Laure. Oh, and I mean, just stark difference between these two stars. Van Sickle on a roll here. She's already in double digits since the second set. Now it's 17 points. Meantime, Ea Laure just with 5 points today.
Again, being slowed down here by the Petro Gazz Angels. And
Another ace.
and this is what Coach Koji was looking for earlier. Strong service on the side of the Angels.
Angels up by 7 against Crossovers, set number 3. Arena Plus, Astixa Sports, and right now the Angels with the biggest lead at 7, courtesy of a 5-0 run. You look at, there's Myla Pablo on your screens. Janine. No, Myla Pablo, we saw right there, checking out the action here. A former Angel. That much we know. That service finally outside after 2 aces. Chisai just ran out.
You know, but the Angels still leading this game.
Now let's hear from Franny Reyes.
Thanks, Eric. I want to talk about Brooke Van Sickle. She's doing it all, not just on the powerful attacks, but also with those soft touches. And she told me she really wanted to challenge herself to be more disciplined inside the court because she admitted she tends to be a little bit undisciplined as a person, and she's definitely contributing to the Angels' lead here. Now, she also told me that she's been working on the timing of her blocks, and you can see it. She's able to get those blocks in this match, and it seems like it'll be a very sweet birthday for Brooke. Let's send it back to the game.
All right, thank you, Franny. Yeah, tomorrow she turns 25, Brooke Van Sickle. Fair play card on Galdones, admitting that she touched the ball on the attack by Pauline Gaston. So Gaston will score, but that time around, Pontillas will get it right back for the Angels.
The Angels are showing great team effort so far in terms of scoring in the set.
Pontillas with 3 already, 2 coming here in set number 3. Van Sickle, after only 4 points in the opening set, she's really warmed up. 7 in the second set. She scored 5 already here in set number 3. Pontillas looking for back-to-back points. Got it.
And the Petro Gazz Angels continues to be lethal here. I mean, it was just Van Sickle and Sabete earlier, but right now, Pontillas contributing points as well. 4 points for her already.
And this is the last time out of Coach Kung Fu Reyes. We'll listen in.
Ulitin natin na yung mga tao natin sa labas. Kayo ang nakakakita kanina pa. Positionin ng block natin. Kasi nga tumutumba. So lumalagpas kayo dun sa spiker natin sa kabila. So squeeze lang ulit natin yun. Tapat-tapat. Okay, ulitin natin sa squeezing ng depensa. Especially pag pumapalo, tayo, squeeze tayo sa coverage. Ngayon, pag tayo naman di depensa, automatic, nakakanya-kanya tayong zona. Pag deflect, tsaka tayo mag-squeeze ng depensa.
Let's go. Bawi tayo, bawi.
Muna.
Guys, gamitin natin yung timeout para may pagbabago maganda, ha? Chery!
Oh, Coach Kung Fu there talking about their net defense, their floor defense. It has to be in sync at this point. They want to get the rebounds, but if they can't, they want to get it on the floor defense because a lot of points coming from the attacks of the Petro Gazz Angels.
And we even heard Abi Maraño talking, saying, gamitin natin itong timeout because this is their last one. Oh, almost. And it just sailed wide for Van Sickle, who has a wide smile on her face.
So Crossovers getting some help here from the Petro Gazz Angels. They can take advantage of this one.
In the meantime, Pauline Gaston off the bench with 2 points, all scored in the second set. Nice pass. Puntillas with a push. Gaston picking it up. Bicar back to Adorador. Ooh, that could have been outside. Picked up by Van Sickle and put away by Abi Maraño, her 6th point.
Van Sickle apologizing and there.
Yeah, it was
after
way outside.
taking that one, yeah.
Well,
Maraño just taking advantage of that overpass.
this is the first time out for the Angels. We'll listen in.
It's okay, time offense. It's
One good pass muna.
This one. It's okay. One catch.
One
No,
good
one
pass.
catch.
Let's go.
You say
Let's go.
aggressive, quick.
Yes, coach.
So, they will mark you.
Okay.
Let's
go! Petro Gazz!
Oh, Coach Koji there reminding his players to be more aggressive. And you know, one thing I noticed from Coach Koji is that hindi niya hinihintay na malapit na yung points. He makes sure that despite somehow the big gap right now, he calls a timeout right away and make necessary adjustment and give, you know, short reminders to his players.
He still has 1 timeout remaining, and the Angels with a 5-point lead right now. There's a block against Sabete. Van Sickle pops it up. Jonah got it. Sabete now with 12.
Sabete got blocked in the first attempt, but made sure she hit the second one with more power and speed this time. I mean, you can't leave one blocker in front of Sabete. The cross-court attack is her strength.
Jonah Sabete only knows for one thing. I mean, just hit it. She doesn't have like another gear. It's always 5th gear for Jonah Sabete. 12 points off 12 attacks. Paat. Van Sickle pops it up. Here's Saet. Yep. Remy Palma got it. 6 points for Palma. And it's a 7-point lead once again for the Angels.
Remy Palma targeting the zone of the setter in this one. Bicar read that one, but was a bit late in reacting, trying to go for the pancake save.
Serve into the net for Galdones. Six-point game. Galdones will sit back down. Maylene Paat off the bench. She has not scored today. Surprisingly, believe it or not, she is the 3rd best spiker, and she's 12th in scoring despite coming off the bench. Sabete once again, back-to-back points, 13 already for Jonas Sabete.
Then we expected this one. I mean, Sabete and Van Sickle, they carry the load in scoring. They've embraced that role, the reason why they can execute different plays.
And different players also stepping up as Marian Buitre is on the floor. 2 players in double digits. And I mean, it's not going to be a hard guess as to who the two players are for the Angels.
Oh, but some impact contributions also from other players on the side of the Angels.
That's true. Adorador fires one and scores. Shaya Adorador, her first point of the game.
And we're still waiting for that player on the side of that crossovers, that impact player, that game changer. Because Ea Laure has been slowed down so far in this game. But who's the next player? 5 points only for her so far. Who's the next player who will step up for the crossovers?
I mean, we mentioned in their last game, as you see a hit there by the Angels in their last game against the Cool Smashers. Laure, Karandang, and Galang in double digits. Ea, that's just her 6th point today. Only player in double digits for the Angels is Ara Galang with 12.
And Ara Galang is actually not on the court right now, so someone really has to step up. But right now, Ea Laure in the front row, this can be good for the crossovers.
Cheng sets it up. Jonas Sabete is now on fire. 14 points already. One of 2 players in double digits. The other, obviously, is Brooke Van Sickle.
From all sides of the court, Sabete continues to be efficient for the Petro Gazz Angels.
Back to a 6-point lead for Nicole Tiamzon and the Angels. Laure with a great pass. Ea looking for point number 7, and she got it.
Ea Laure going down the line. She's been maximizing that zone, that angle.
Laure 4 of her 7 coming here in set number 3. Again, she didn't score in the second set. Wow, that's the kind of story for the crossovers here in this third set. They've been just up and down. Coach Kung Fu Reyes has no more timeouts remaining, and he can't stop the bleeding.
Yeah, that was me versus me on the service line. Really costly error there.
Angels 2 points away from a 2-1 advantage. Ea got it. Ea Laure really heating up already with 8 points.
I mentioned this earlier. They want to keep the rotation where Ea Laure is at the front row because she's actually slowly gaining that momentum for herself.
Bad pass. And a service ace for Shaya Adorador. Coach Chizuramara has 1 timeout remaining, and he will use it now.
Let's go, one step lang.
One more, one time.
Malayo, malayo.
You are tired, but other player also tired. Same. Okay, opponent team also win.
Yes, go.
If we want to win, no easy.
Oh, Coach Koji there. Everyone wants to win. It's not going to be easy. Oh, the Petro Gazz Angels has to work hard for the 2 points they need to get this set. Because somehow there's a shift of momentum right now. Bicar on the service line with the crossovers, a complete front row for them.
Both teams with no timeouts remaining, and Brooke Van Sickle knows it, so she drills her 18th point in, and that puts the Angels at 5 set points.
Take a look at this replay. Perfect execution again for Van Sickle. Avoiding the blockers, avoiding the remdes and the floor defense.
Saet with 3 points, has 2 aces already. Make that almost their 3rd ace.
Chance ball.
Tempiatura with a nice pass. Here we go. Puntillas, a nice block at the net to soften the hit. Maylin Baat gets it to bounce off the net. Too close, but a nice save with the left hand by Van Sickle. Gaston saves a set point.
In the middles of the crossovers has been contributing impact plays. Much needed point here on the side of the crossovers. Pauline Gaston getting that one in off an 8-quick attack.
A challenge for a net touch by the Angels. Crossovers won set number 1, but by a very, very small margin. Only won by 3 points. They lost the second by 7. And right now they're down by 5 set points.
Trying to close this gap, but they need to play flawless volleyball. I mean, Petro Gazz just 1 point away in taking the set.
In case you're just joining us, the Angels are on a 3-game winning streak. Their last loss was against the Flying Titans, their second game of the tournament. Meanwhile, the Crossovers, what a big win. It may already feel like a 3-game winning streak, beating the defending champions in straight sets.
And we're expecting them to come in today's game with a high morale, with the confidence.
All right, so there's no net.
Oh, very clear. I mean, Coach Koji could just use that one challenge to ice the server and, you know, to get his team a restart here.
Ea Laure looking for her first ace. Good pass by Van Sickle. They can put it away right here. Van Sickle. Paat pops it up. Bicar to the middle. Gaston. Van Sickle with a one-handed dig. Brooke. Block. What a save by Sayat. A chance ball here for the Crossovers. Bicar goes to Paat. Oh, got it. 2 set points saved by the Crossovers. First point for Mylene Paat in the entire match.
And what a time for her to come alive in the set, getting that point, saving a set point for her team.
Both teams with no timeout remaining. Van Sickle, not a good first ball. She gets it back. Van Sickle sends it outside. So another set point save, that third one for Crossovers. And another challenge, the final one for the Angels here. They're looking for a block touch.
Looks like Coach Koji really want to exhaust his challenges in this set. Actually giving his players just an opportunity to talk and adjust.
The score was 24-19 before this little 2-point run by the Crossovers.
Momentum definitely on the side of the Crossovers, but for the Petro Gazz Angels, they just need one good pass. They have Van Sickle on the front row right now.
So clearly no block touch. So it's going to be a 3-point run right now for the Crossovers.
And with the Ea Laure on the service line, she's been serving strong, challenging the first ball of the Petro Gazz Angels.
Only 2 set points remain for the Angels. Van Sickle, yes! 19 for Van Sickle, and that's the one they needed to close this third set out.
Oh, Sabete delivered that good first ball. Put them in system. And Sabete also exploding in the set, contributing big points, impact plays, giving her team some confidence offensively. So much power in her attack. And if there's one person who stayed aggressive all throughout, it has been Sabete.
2-1 advantage. Angels over the Crossovers.
Oh, welcome back. 21-25, 25-18, 25-22. Petro Gazz Angels 2 sets up already. Oh, Petro Gazz Angels was able to execute better than the Chery Tiggo Crossovers with Sabete and Van Sickle. They're leading scorers right now. Van Sickle with 19 points, Sabete with 14 points. Petro Gazz Angels was just dominant offensively, and that really challenged the net defense, the floor defense of the Chery Tiggo Crossovers, and they weren't able to adjust in that third set. A lot of firepower coming from the Petro Gazz Angels. As you take a look at the numbers, more attack points on the side of the Angels with 18 against the 13 of the Crossovers. A much improved blocking and service also on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels. And despite the fact that Chery Tiggo played clean volleyball with only 2 errors, the Petro Gazz Angels was still able to get that set. So a lot of adjustments needed on the side of the Crossovers. They need to find an answer, a solution, and trying to slow down Sabete and Van Sickle on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels.
Well, a good sign for the Crossovers is Ea Laure coming alive in set number 3. 8 points, 5 coming in the third. But Van Sickle, like what you mentioned, she's been unstoppable. 19 points already. She's coming off a 26-point performance. But what about Jen Yerva and the kind of defense she's been playing today after a double-double, 20 and 10 digs and receptions against the Cool Smashers?
I mean, she's key in winning in today's game, and she's doing a great job. So right now for the Crossovers, really it's a matter of converting points, and Coach Kung Fu really trying to mix things up. No, he started with Aragalang and Ces Robles in the first set. Some changes, injecting EJ Laure. You have Adorador earlier, and right now we're seeing Mylene Paat starting for the Crossovers with EJ Laure and Karandang as well.
Meantime, same starting 6 here in the second set. Beg your pardon, in the third set and fourth set for the Angels. Mylene Paat, puts the Crossovers on top for the first time actually for the first time in the match.
And as we mentioned earlier, we're trying to look for that impact player, you know, a leader in terms of scoring, and that could be Mylene Paat in this set.
Their second point in the match for Mylene Paat. Broken play here. It's a free ball. Karandang, back-to-back points. What a start here for the Crossovers.
And this is what they need, a strong start wherein they build that confidence right away, because in the past 2 sets, the Petro Gazz Angels were starting strong and leading all throughout.
Zakarandang with her 5th point of the game. There's a push. The save is good. Mylene Paat, though, gets it off the block. The back-to-back points for Paat. She has 3, and it's a 3-0 start for the Crossovers. A very early timeout for Coach Koji Tsuzura Para. We'll listen in.
Pasa muna tayo. Guys, he just reminded us about the pass. So there's nothing special. We just need to get the ball. Hindi nyo pwede hintayin yung bola dumating sa inyo. Okay? And then for number 7, her strong side is cross. So let's not go too far because it passes in between us. Casey, no wave in the block.
Hey, let's go! Let's go! Petro Gazz Angels!
No, so very clear. It has been the passing of the Petro Gazz Angels that they need to improve right now, with Bicar on the service line that puts them out of system in a couple of sequences already.
Barbon with a better pass, which is what Coach Zurabara is asking for. Bicar out to EJ Laure, and the scoring barrage continues from the Crossovers. They're up 4-0.
No, Mylene Paat and EJ Laure.
Let's check in with Franny Reyes.
Thanks, Eric. Now, Jonas Sabete has been phenomenal for the Petro Gazz Angels. And in previous matches, she told me that Coach Koji's challenge for her was to kill the ball and not to allow any long rallies. But for today's match, the challenge is different. He wants her to go 70 to 80%. Not so much much about going all out, but really finding the holes in the defense of the crossovers and playing smart. She admitted that she's not used to not giving her all, but she's up for the challenge. Now, clearly, they need to work on their passing, but earlier, before this set, Coach Koji asked for consistency because that is the key for them to win and end this game in this match. Now, this report was brought to you by the Pilipinas Live app. Get the most extensive PVL coverage for only 149 pesos a month. Back to the panel.
All right, thank you, Franny. Attack error there by Galdones. You mentioned Sabete, 14 points already for Jonas Sabete, all from attacks. 5-1 crossovers. Our biggest lead is 4 points, and this is it. Nierva with a dig. Paat. A nice single lady block there by Sabete. Ea. Saet will set it up and go back to Sabete.
Oh, great dig from Laure.
Paat. Oh, what a nice drop. Mylene Paat. What a big boost she is as a starter for the first time in the match here in set 4.
Oh, exactly. I mean, we know Paat to be that high-scoring player as well, so we're not surprised with how she's playing right now, but she's making the right decisions. Great execution with that tip in the last sequence.
Biggest lead for the crossovers, 5 points right now. Sabete. Oh. Wow. If that's on Paat, that's going to be her 5th point. 4 scored here in set number 4.
Talking about adjustments, this is the good adjustment of the crossovers, putting Mylene Paat in.
6 points, the biggest lead right now for the crossovers. Back row, Van Sickle. Bicar with a nice dig. Paat blocked this time, but coverage by Bicar. Ea Laure. Oh, yes, Ea Laure now with 9 points.
Oh, Ea Laure hammering that one in from an out-of-system attack.
7-point lead for the crossovers over the Angels here in set number 4. One-on-one, heart-to-heart conversations with Mark Pingris and Gilas legends tackling their life stories on and off court. Puso to Puso exclusive on Pilipinas Live. Download and register now for free. After losing the last 2 sets, crossovers off to an excellent start. Ea Laure, Mylene Paat, the big guns for Coach Kung Reyes as they put up this 7-point lead to start set number 4.
With Mylene Paat starting strong in this set, she's creating positive impact and giving her teammates confidence in this set.
Coach Koji Tuzurabara, only 1 timeout remaining. Sabete. That's dug by EJ Laure. Here's Ea. Another tough get for Van Sickle. Another off-system play for the Angels. Zakarandang, yes! And the lead is now 8 as Zakarandang delivers her 6th point of the game.
Chery Tiggo Crossovers looking more cohesive this time. I mean, everyone contributing from the front row right now. Mylene Paat started it, Ea Laure contributing, and now Zakarandang with that quick attack. Still no answer on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels.
Finally, right on cue. There it is. Sabete with her 15th point of the game.
Take a look at this replay again. Sabete continues to be aggressive and explosive on the side of the Angels.
But it's a long way back for Casey Galdones and the rest of the Angels, down by 7. Ea Laure. Palma will set it up. Back to Sabete. Yes. Nope. Actually a miss hit. There's going to be a challenge, though, for the Angels.
Maylene Pat already admitting.
And she gets a green card for her efforts.
A lot of green cards actually in this game.
We have to find out what's the incentive.
And you had Tess Robles earlier.
Yep.
And then you have Casey Galdones. And now Maylene Pat.
Ea, yes. Quick side out for Ea Laure. And finally, birthday girl now in double digits with 10 points.
And Ea Laure continues to take advantage of the down the line attack. Still not switching things. It's working. Why change?
Zakarandang. Pantillas with the nice tip.
Maizo Pantillas. I mean, she's mastered that one, that ball control, just tipping it over behind the blockers. And you know, for Maizo Pantillas, players actually know she's gonna go for that kind of play, but really the timing of that, what works for her. But Pauline Gaston has been explosive also on the side of the crossovers.
5 points for Pauline Gaston off the bench. But the big story here, Maylene Pat, 5 points, 4 coming here in set number 4. Oh, Jonas Sabete fires one and goes. Wait a minute. There's a block touch called against the crossovers. Not going to be a challenge for Coach Kung Fu Reyes. So Sabete now with 16.
Crossovers really looking good so far in the set.
Bicar, Pauline Gaston. Nice save by Sabete. Going to be a chance ball for the crossovers, though. Nierva passes. Ea Laure. Sabete with another dig. Van Sickle. Got it.
Oh, that was a good set coming from Chisa at the flight. And the speed of the ball was just perfect for Van Sickle. Going on top of the blockers that time.
20 points now for Brooke Van Sickle as the Angels on the comeback trail. Ea Laure. What a dig again by Sabete. Van Sickle popped up by EJ Laure. Ea Laure attacking. Wow. Nierva popping it up. Bicar out to Pauline Gaston.
Oh, great rally from both teams, but Pauline Gaston really stepping up big in that rally, going for the quick attack, avoiding the blockers, going to the same zone.
6 points now for Gaston. What a save by Barbon. It's a chance ball again for the crossovers. EJ Laure. Van Sickle saving it, and Barbon will send it over. EJ Laure again. Cut shot is no good.
Oh, Laure, EJ Laure trying to go for a deep cross. No goal for her. Great hustle on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels in that floor defense.
But the lead of Gaston in the crossover is slowly shrinking. It's now down to 5 points. The biggest was 8. Rem Palma serving. EJ, oh, nice play.
EJ Laure with a smart move there. Floor defense was ready for a power hit. Slowing things down. No one could react on time for that one.
5 points now for EJ Laure. Almost an overpass, but a nice move by Chery at her 4th point of the game.
I mean, Chery really delayed that one. No one jumped with her there. EJ Laure was also waiting.
8 serving 13. Oof, sharp serve, but a good pass by Nierva. EJ again. Oh, what a dig for Sabete. Van Sickle. Oh, gets a little help from the net cord for her 21st point of the game.
Van Sickle with some help from the net. Trying to go for a cut shot there away from the net.
And this is the closest the Angels have been after being down by 8. They're within 4. 9 serving 13. Another good serve. Bad pass there from Nierva. EJ Laure. What a dig coming from Tempiatura. Van Sickle got it. Angels on the comeback trail. 22 now for Brooke Van Sickle.
And you just know from the approach of Van Sickle that she's gonna hammer that one in.
And Coach Reyes will try to stop this run by the Angels. Calls his first timeout.
Kasi sila nakakadampot ng depensa. Ganun talaga. Kailangan natin mag-block. Maatake naman tayo. Ang ano lang, dinidepensahan tayo. Tayo, wala tayong depensa pagbalik. Ngayon, baikot ka ng atake natin. Sarina, nagra-running naman to. Tapos nakastrado na yung dulo eh. Diba? Nakalock. Pwede kang mag-lob, pwede kang mag-shoot. Diba? Isardihan nyo lang. May backline pa tayo. So ano lang, maging sharp lang. Frontliner ka pa. Okay? Kaya na naman, dali natin yung bola sa harap. Yes, tumabi yung bola natin, Race!
Coach Kung Fu there pointing out that the Petro Gazz Angels are actually winning the rallies because they're able to be stable in that floor defense, and then they get the point, they get to convert the point. But for the Chery Tiggo Crossovers, they have good defense as well, but really it's a matter of putting the attackers in a more comfortable position.
Nierva with the receive. EJ Laure. That snaps the 9-4 run by the Angels. EJ Laure with 6.
No, because EJ Laure connecting in that one. Again, this was the same angle she was trying to execute earlier. Finally getting that one in.
Barbon will set it up back to Van Sickle. Oh, Nierva with a dig. Back row. Running attack there. And looked like it for Ea Laure. There's a nice point. Montillas with a cross court for her 7th.
Oh, really stable floor defense for both teams. Really, it's just a matter of who gets to convert a point off their floor defense. And Maisel Montillas going for the cross court attack, squeezing that one in.
Once again, it's a 3-point game. But remember, the Angels were trailing for most of the first set, and they never were able to come back. Can they turn it around here? Nice block against EJ Laure, but good coverage by the Crossovers. Montillas.
Oh, great dig from Nierva.
Nierva and EJ Laure connecting.
Well, Nierva really all over that court. Finally, EJ Laure from the right pin took advantage of the late block.
EJ Laure now with 7. 4 coming here in the 4th set. Down the line serve to Van Sickle. Sabete.
Oh.
Nierva again with an excellent dig. Carandang with a block. Galdones all alone at the net.
No, that was a red well by Galdones. I mean, that was a perfect dig coming from Nierva. Vicar with the opportunity to set up a Galdones, but Carandang rather, but Galdones just ready for that one.
Galdones now with 5 after only scoring 2 points against the Foxies. One-handed dig for Saet, and that hit the net off Palma.
Greater action there from Chery with that Ea Laure attack, but it hit the antenna.
4-point game. Crossovers on top against the Angels here in set 4. Awesome live sports viewing is guaranteed with Signal yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Switch now and get up to 3 months with no cash out. Visit signal.tv/switch for more details. A 4-point game. Ea Laure now in double digits with 10. But she has been struggling all throughout the match. Meantime, Jonas Sabete has picked up her 17th point. She is the second leading scorer for the Angels, who are up 2-1. But right now, they need 4 points to tie the game. Zacarandang, 6 points. After a 12-point performance, there's a yellow card, a delay of game card against Coach Kung Fu Reyes.
I mean, for Chery Tiggo, this is a great opportunity for them. They are somehow, this 4-point lead. It's not big, but they have an opportunity to extend this match. So they need to take care of it.
Picar popping it up. Gaston will set it to Ea, and Ea gets the point off the block. And Potilla saying, I didn't touch it, so a challenge for Coach Koji to Zonabara.
Again, Ea Laure trying to go down the line, been maximizing that weak spot on the floor defense, but block touch challenge here from the Petro Gazz Angels.
Will be the 11th point for Ea Laure if this challenge is unsuccessful for the Angels. First time the Angels did not start with a point. Or did not score first in the set.
No, and Petro Gazz has been playing catch-up all throughout the set so far. It has been Chery Tiggo controlling this set.
Biggest deficit was 8 points against the Angels. I don't think there's a block touch. So good challenge right there for the Angels. That's going to be an attack error for Ea Laure. And it will be back to a 3-point game. Marian Buitre will check in. She was a big lift off the bench for the Angels. In set number 2, she scored 3 points. Ivy Perez also seeing action for the first time today.
So far, the double sub of Petro Gazz has been effective in this match.
Bicar and Pauline Gaston, that's popped up by Tempiatura. Sabete sacrificing her body, but to no avail.
But still, you see the effort of the Angels fighting for every point, but crossovers really challenging them in this set.
Gaston now with 7 points and back to a 4-point lead for Pat and the Crossovers. Perez. Really bad second touch there for Perez, who's still cold off the bench.
A bit wide on the set for Perez. Sabete trying to adjust, but that was a tough one.
So 2 straight points for the Crossovers. Sabete blocked by Laure. There's a dig by Van Sickle. Almost a bad pass there. Marian Buitre able to push it in. Ea blocked. DJ Laure popping it up. Chance ball for the Angels. Perez back to Sabete. Yes.
Finally getting that point. Sabete potentially going for the hands of Ea Laure. Targeting that left hand to get that point.
18 for Jonas Sabete. And it's a 4-point game. Mitch Morente checking in for the first time today. Scored 2 points against the Foxies. Her first game back after not playing against the Chargers. But a serve going outside for Morente.
Posti carry there for Morente, but right now Coach Koji putting in the second stringers in.
Much better pass by Barbon. And Van Sickle delivers her 23rd point of the game.
A really high-scoring player, Van Sickle. Going cross-court, avoiding the blockers again. Nierva just a step away and getting the ball.
Still a 4-point game, though. Good pass. EJ Laure. Oh, through the fingers of Palma. It's back to a 5-point lead for the Crossovers.
So much power and speed there for Palma.
And Coach Koji Tsurabara will call his final timeout. We'll listen in.
You must see next set. Ready, next set.
Malayo pa yan.
Three points. Take a 20. Okay? Catch follow, talking each other.
Yes.
So you're on the court now.
Let's go! Usap tayo!
Make a change, make a atmosphere.
Yes, coach.
Let's go!
Let's go.
That is the most upset I've seen Coach Koji Tsurabara so far in his stint for the first time in the PVL.
Especially with Petro Gazz playing so well in that second set and third set. And right now, just a really different body language on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels. And the Crossovers just really looking more confident and decisive with how they're executing their game plan so far.
So Pauline Gaston with 7 points. Big game for Gaston. It's her conference high so far. Chance ball here for the Crossovers. EJ Laure outside. There's a challenge here for the Crossovers. And Coach Kung Fu trying to use this as a timeout, and the officials will not let him. It is not allowed.
And again, for Coach Kung Fu, for the Crossovers, they have a 5-point lead. They're just 5 points away and taking this set, extending this set, and giving them an opportunity to win this match. This is the most important set for them. So really, every point matters for them.
But this is a reach, this challenge. Yep. They wanted to use it as a timeout, and it backfired for the Crossovers. This is an unsuccessful challenge for Coach Reyes and the Crossovers. Now it's a 4-point game. And Maizo Puntillas, along with G-Side, returning for the Angels.
Still not a safe lead for the Crossovers.
And the Angels, by the way, yeah, with a full front line here. They've got Puntillas,
Van
Van
Sickle
Sickle, and Caldones in front.
out of system.
Oh, so back-to-back errors for EJ Laure, and it's back to a 3-point game.
Oh, that was a tough one for EJ Laure. That was so far from the net, and she was trying to execute a cut shot.
Crossovers with 1 timeout remaining. This is the closest the Angels have been in the entire set. Picard, EJ, got it. What an answer. EJ Laure with 9 points.
That wasn't a smart move from Chisai, trying to target Nierva there, who has been very stable in that passing. And this is the result for the Crossovers. They were able to convert a point.
Good pass by Mitch Morente. Pass too tight for Van Sickle, but she wins the joust. Saet back to Van Sickle. Another tight one, but she gets it off the block.
Again, Van Sickle, very athletic. really knows how to adjust. Too tight of a set there coming from Chisait, but a smart move for Van Sickle.
24 points now for Van Sickle as she gets subbed out for Nicole Tiamzon. EJ Laure, by the way, with 9 points, matching her biggest output, which she scored against Strong Group Athletics. Overpass. And this time, Caldones able to put it away. Caldones now with 6.
Credit half that point to the great serve of Nicole Tiamzon. Ea Laure with an overpass. Caldones going long.
And this is the closest the Angels are within 2 points. Bad pass there will result in a chance ball here for the Angels. Tempiatura says mine. Saet. Pontillas is rejected. What a game for EJ Laure. Now with 10 points, her conference high.
Oh, perfectly read there by EJ Laure and Zach Carandang.
Back to a 3-point cushion for EJ Laure and the rest of the crossovers. First referee is clarifying something. Listen in. So the call stands according to Erlindo Eusebi, our first referee. There's a block by EJ Laure. She will serve 22-19. Gonna be a chance ball here for the crossovers. Bikar. Paat.
Great rebound.
Tempiatura. And go to Mitch Morente, who is rejected by Carandang.
And so the net defense of the crossovers working well for them towards this end stretch of the set. Mylene Pat again started strong in this set. It's that impact player, game changer we've been looking on the side of the crossovers.
So Pat credited for the kill block. She has 6 points, 5 scored here in set number 4. Pontillas, and nope. That's gonna be 5 set points for the crossovers.
Faulty executions on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels. Put the crossovers at set point.
No more timeouts remaining for Coach Koji Tsusurabara. Morente, blocked again. Mitch Morente denied twice, and that one, the finishing point for the crossovers. Tie the game at 1 or 2 sets apiece.
Crossovers just really executing better, elevating their game offensively and defensively, especially in the net defense.
Eileen Pat, what a 4th set. 6.7 in total. And we go to a 5th set between the Angels and the crossovers. A big game for the Crossovers to start set number 4. They led by as many as 8 points, and they never looked back. There was no deadlock, no lead change, as they took care of the Angels from start to finish.
Then again, we mentioned it before the start of the 4th set that the Crossovers need to improve their attacking, and they actually did. From 30% efficiency in the 3rd set, they were able to elevate it, to improve it into 40% efficiency. And I mean, Mylene Pat stepped up big in the start of that set. There were contributions for Pauline Gaston, Ea Laure, Zach Carandang, everyone, EJ Laure, everyone just contributing in the scoring department, and really that one helped them get that 4th set and also improve their net defense. But for the Petro Gazz Angels, they defended well, but really it's a matter of converting it into points, as you see a very much improved attack points on the side of the Crossovers. 17 against the 14 of the Petro Gazz Angels. Again, their net defense, their blocking formation was a pretty solid. 4 kill blocks for them. Both teams trying to serve strong, but no service aces in both ends. And both teams also playing clean with only 4 errors apiece.
3 players in double digits for the Crossovers. They're led by Galang with 12, but the Laure sisters with 10 each. Meanwhile, only 2 players in double digits for the Angels. 24 for Van Sickle, Sapete with 18. And off to a 5th and final set we go. And we're not actually surprised.
Oh, that's true.
We're here.
We mentioned it in the pregame. This is a good matchup in terms of players.
Set 5 underway. Mylene Pat with a push. Saet picking it up. Sapete. Chased there by Ea.
Oh,
Save
great
is good.
hustle.
Excellent defensive play by the Crossovers. And that hit goes outside. What an effort, and it paid off for the Crossovers again.
No, exactly. Jen Yerva getting the dig, but Ea Laure running for that one, getting that save, getting that support in the 3rd touch. Sabete just rushing in that one, wanted to take advantage of the scrambling of the Crossovers, but did not work there.
So 1-0. Crossovers. Pontillas answers right back. Side out Angels.
Quick transition there on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels. She side with that reverse set. And I mean, Maizo Pontillas of one player you can definitely rely, especially during crunch time. And the 5th set, definitely high pressure moment for both teams here.
8 points for Pontillas. Zacarandang, soft push, battle at the net, won by Ea. Galdones popping it up. Chance ball for the Crossovers. Vicar. Ea. Yes.
Ea Laure, all power in that attack. Off the hands of Maizo Pontillas.
For Ea Laure, this is going to be point number 11. And Gaston, great anticipation. Pauline Gaston now with 8 points.
Now at this point, we've already established that the both teams are really good. They can be cohesive. Really, it's a matter of execution and staying consistent.
Sabete, yes. Here's Ea. Van Sickle popping it up. Here's Sabete. Off the block, and it's outside. Sabete. Now going to be with 20.
Both teams really trying to outpower each other in this set. Stay aggressive offensively. Earlier it was Ea Laure, this time Sabete with her own off-the-block attack. Both teams trading big blows here in the 5th set. Eileen Pat
Good dig coming from Van Sickle. Nierva. Picar out to Ea. Yes! Ea Laure now with 13.
Again, a strong rotation on the side of the crossovers. The matchup of Ea Laure and Chisa and on that net. Really, Ea Laure just taking advantage of that one.
Back to a 1-point lead for the Crossovers. Chisayat on a 1-2 play. Got it. Sent it right to the server. Said with 6.
Almost an overpass there, but Chisayat actually taking advantage of that one, recognizing that Paat was still in transition, going to that floor defense.
4-all. 5th set. Yes, Ea Laure now with 14.
Ea Laure again and again here in this 5th set. Again going down the line, taking advantage of the small block of Chisa and going high hands there.
Ea Laure matching her 14 points against the Cool Smashers. Van Sickle, that's dug by Nierva. Overpass, chance ball for the Angels. Van Sickle again. Paat with the up. EJ Laure.
Oh, great dig from Sabete.
Nice push by Palma, but again, great floor defense coming from the Crossovers. Palma, that's outside.
Palma too wide in that running attack. For both teams, no room for errors in this set.
Timeout for Coach Koji Tsurabara. They're down by 2 here in set number 5.
My team, you know, come side. It's okay, side blocking. Also, it's okay. Side. Vamos. Now, you have a chance. I got.
Petro Gazz Angels!
Angels 1 timeout remaining. Crossovers still with 2 timeouts.
No, and the momentum definitely on the side of the Crossovers right now. So some answers needed on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels. They were 2 sets up. Crossovers were able to extend this to a 5-set match.
Updated stats indicate that EJ Laure only with... Now she has 10 points. First time to get 10 points for EJ Laure. He scrubbed off a point earlier. But there's going to be a challenge here for the Angels. A ball-in, ball-out challenge.
With the strong serving on the side of the Crossovers. Passing is a bit unstable on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels.
So that's clearly in for the 10th point of EJ Laure, who has set a new conference high today. EJ Laure. This is now the biggest lead for the Crossovers at 3 points. Van Sickle got it. 25 points now for Brooke Van Sickle.
Oh, not surprised, but she can probably overtake her tally in their previous game. 26 points for her.
It is a 2-point game. 5 serving 7. Gaston blocked by Van Sickle. Oh, excellent play. 26 now for Brooke Van Sickle, matching her conference high.
Picard trying to activate the middles here, but a great transition from Van Sickle to move towards the middle of the court and go for that block against Pauline Gaston.
1-point game, 6 serving 7. Chance to tie for the Angels. EJ. That's popped up by Palma. Saet goes back to Van Sickle. Why not? Oh! Brooke Van Sickle now with a new conference high at 27 points.
Oh, Van Sickle powering through the blocks this time. Petro Gazz would want to stay in this rotation with Van Sickle in the front row.
We're tied at 7. Timeout Crossovers.
Patahan natin. May designated naman na play. Pero Alina, nakatukod na yung dalawa. Hindi pa tayo nag-receive. Ang tao nila na andito na. Anong gagawin natin? Ipunin natin lahat at pagin natin dyan. Kung may alakas ng running yan, ilang basta ka din. Alangin mo, alanganin yung bigay. Ang play. Bumalik ka na lang dito, di ba? Ibuka natin. Ibabaw na tayo dito sa dulo. Okay. Lamang pa rin tayo sa bola kasi tayo ata. Kaya kahit all 7, lamang tayo sa bola.
Oh, well, at this point, it's going to be a game of adjustments, a game of execution. Whoever gets to adjust as quick as possible and execute the adjustments will definitely get this set and get this match.
3-point run for the Angels. DJ. Whoa. It bounced off her coming from the block. It's a 4-point run for the Angels now, and don't look now, it's our first lead change. 8-7. Angels on top by 1 against the Crossovers. As we change ends, we'll send it courtside to Franny Reyes.
In this 5th set, the Chery Tiggo Crossovers are trying to keep their momentum going. Coach Kung Fu highlighted teamwork, chemistry, and familiarity. These are all things that they need to have for them to take this set. And he also wants their net defense to be strong because it's what's worked for them in the sets that they won, and they need to stay consistent with it if they want to win this match. Now, over on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels, it's a bit more straightforward. The coach has told the girls, kung pagod kayo, pagod rin sila, but it's all about who wants this match more, who will execute, and who will finish strong tonight. This report was brought to you by the Pilipinas Live app. Get the most extensive PVL coverage for only 149 pesos a month. Back to the game.
EJ Laura, thank you, Franny. It's a 4-point run for the Angels right now. Van Sickle.
Ooh, almost a miscue.
Galdones makes it a 5-0 run for the Angels.
And she saw it so far, being the veteran setter, great playmaking, choosing the right people at the right time.
And Coach Kung Fu Reyes calls his final timeout. We'll listen in.
Wala na ka pinapalo dito. Niriman ka na kanina. Ginawa mo ulit yung gusto mo. Single back dito kay Pong, kaya mo ibigay.
Basa.
May pasa, inopen mo na naman. Wala na nga pasa, open. May pasa, open.
Let's go, tayo.
Patay tayo. Hindi na gumagalaw yung block sa kabila.
Tara.
Let's go.
Mas mahirap, mas together!
Pressure definitely on Alina Becar right now. Coach Kung Fu there, reminding her that Pauline Gaston has an open block. Most blockers on the wing attackers. So really, the decision-making of Alina Becar will be very crucial in this set.
Shaya Adorador in the game, replacing EJ Laure. 5-point run now for the Angels. The lead is 2 and no more timeouts remaining for the Crossovers. Gaston, yes! That is a side out Coach Kung Fu was looking for.
And Coach Kung Fu, you see how he has been trying to emphasize that one, and finally they were able to execute that. And Pauline Gaston added a point here for the Crossovers.
A new conference high for Pauline Gaston, 9 points. 1-point game. Van Sickle off speed, picked up by Adorador. Paat. Saet on a 1-2 play. Oh, got it to Saet with 7 points.
Definitely some vet moves there on the side of Chi Saet. Didn't even have to look. She just knew that there was a hole in that zone for the Crossovers.
Chi Saet also with a conference high with 7 points. 2-point lead for the Angels, but a big service error there for Chi Saet.
Could be really costly on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels. Right now, Petro Gazz with a complete front row, but the same with the Crossovers as Alina Becar will serve.
9 service faults throughout the match for the Angels, only 3 for the Crossovers. Overpass, chance ball here. Pontillas with a push. Oh, what a great move for Aiza Pontillas, now with 9 points.
You know, we have to keep talking about this kind of play of Maizo Pontillas because people know, all teams know, she has this offensive style, but really the timing is perfect there. Nierva was able to get to that ball on time.
Back to a 2-point lead for the Angels. Paat. Tempiatura popping it up. Here comes Sabete. Blocked. Saet to Galdones. Picked up by Nierva. Oh, nice move with the left hand. Zacarandan with 7.
Lina Becar setting up the middles. Risking that one. And Carandang responding well.
It's back to a 1-point game. Shaya Adorador only with 1 point. Scored it in the 3rd set. There's a nice block, Laure, but great floor coverage by the Angels. Laure gets a little help from the net cord and scores her 15th point of the game. It is a conference high right now for Laure as well.
Definitely an out of system there. Alina Becar running for that one, and Laure actually choosing the right angle and getting some help from the net.
So 3 players scoring a conference high for the Crossovers. Laure, well actually the Laure sisters, and Pauline Gaston. Paat. Yes! Eight points. Eileen Paat.
Oh, Mylene Paat hammering that one in off the hands of Sabete.
And the Crossovers have retaken the lead. They're up by 1. Timeout here for Coach Koji Tuzurabara. You like how Coach Tuzurabara can find a light, fun moment in this very tense situation. They're down by 1 with no more timeouts remaining for both teams. And they're also on the business end of a 5-2 run by the Crossovers.
And the Chery Tiggo Crossovers right now having the momentum in this very crucial stage. So Petro Gazz Angels, they need to convert a point right now. They need a good pass.
.12 serving 11. Saet. Sabete off the block. Jonah tries again. Oh, and she got it. Sabete with 21.
Oh, Sabete. Better timing this time. Going high, going long. Take a look at this replay. She was blocked, but good reaction from Maizo Pontillas. Going high that time. Nierva could not get into the ball.
We're tied at 12. Paat with a push. Galdones will set it up for Pontillas. As Bicar, Nierva will play center. Paat attacking. Yes, Mylene Paat now with 9 points.
A great floor defense. Great set coming from Nierva. Perfect set there. And again, Mylene Paat using all her power to get that point.
13 serving 12. 1 point lead for the Crossovers. Sabete answers. 22 for Sabete.
So right now, it's Mylene Paat and Joanna Sabete exchanging points in this crucial point of the match.
And speaking of crucial, a crucial substitution here for Coach Tuzurabara as Ivy Perez checks in for Chisay. Let's see how that changes the offense for the Angels.
Clearly, Coach Koji wants a higher blocker, a taller front row.
$13 all. We're 2 points away. Both teams are from winning the match. Maylin Paat again, 10 points now for Paat. Fourth player in double digits for the Crossovers.
Talking about impact player, talking about a game changer for that Crossovers. It has been a Maylin Paat. Crucial points coming from her.
And it's match point Crossovers. Maylin Paat, fourth game in double digits. Ces Robles returning. 7 points for Robles. 5 coming in the first set. So it's been a quiet last 3 sets for Ces Robles. There's Marian Buitre praying. Sabete outside. There was no touch, and there will be a challenge, but it looked like nobody touched it. For the Crossovers.
Sabete and Palma look confident that there was a block touch coming from Alina Becar.
This is going to be the biggest challenge of all in the game. Sabete hitting, and it went outside. What did you see, Ayan?
Really too wide for Sabete, but that was too fast. It was hard to tell whether there was a block touch or not.
Nicole Jamson can't even bear to look.
Very crucial challenge here.
If unsuccessful, it will be a win for the Crossovers here in the 5th set. If successful, and we're going to be tied at 14 all, and a match point saved by these Angels. Ea Laure, on her birthday, has set a new conference high, scoring 15 points.
There you go. Scrape the fingertips of Alina Becar. Oh!
Apparently not. No block touch.
And that's it.
Yeah, Coach Koji Tsusurabara marching the other way, congratulating Coach Kung Fu Reyes for his 2nd straight win. And the Crossovers deliver a 5-set win today.
I mean, the Crossovers, you know, it looked like Petro Gazz Angels had the momentum, but the Crossovers and the end game, they were very consistent. Maylin Paat giving them the confidence, stringed up some points for them, and, you know, just unfortunate for Sabete to get that attack error in a very crucial point.
First 2-game winning streak for the Crossovers since the start of the conference, when they won 2 straight against Capital One and SGA.
Definitely a great show of resilience, great show of team effort on the side of the Crossovers, really playing cohesively towards the end stretch of the match. But, you know, Petro Gazz Angels fought so hard in this game, but as we mentioned, it's going to be a game of consistency, of adjustment, of execution, and towards that end stretch, definitely it was the Crossovers who executed better offensively.
And our best player of the game, who else but Ea Laure with team-high 15 points right now. She's with Franny Reyes.
I'm with our birthday girl and player of the game, Ea Laure, of 15 points, 14 attacks, 1 block, and 12 digs. Ea, kamusta naman ang birthday mo?
Siyempre masaya kasi panalo kami in 5 sets! Woo! Birthday na ni Ea! Birthday ni Ea! Ngayon!
No, Ea, I have to ask, 5 sets, kumapit kayo hanggang dulo. What did you talk about with the team? How did you stay motivated? How did you stay consistent to get this win?
Of course, yung mga coaches namin, wala sawa talaga na mag-remind sa amin kung sino kami. And nung mga previous sets na hindi namin napapanalo, sinasabi lang namin kung sino yung Chery na nanalo ng cream line, kailangan lang namin ibalik talaga. At of course, alam namin na kaya namin kasi tinatrabaho talaga namin sa training pala. Yan.
Thank you so much. Aya, before you greet anyone, your team has a greeting for you. Alright, Aya, this is your chance. The fans, your family, go ahead.
Binabati ko yung family. Thank you! And of course, yung mga sumusuporta sa Chery, maraming salamat po. At stay healthy lang talaga and maging masaya. Ha? Ang birthday wish ko, to stay healthy and of course, mag-champion yung Chery!
Blow your candle.
Aya, your cake? Thank you so much, Aya. Happy birthday again. Congratulations on the win. Eric and Aya, let's close this out.
All right, thank you, Franny. Birthday wish granted. Win for the 25-year-old Aya Laure as we check out the schedule at the Inara Center in Antipolo on Saturday. It starts at 2 p.m. SGA taking Gallery's Tower High Riders, and then the high-speed hitters taking on the Foxies at 4. Flying Titans close it out against the Chargers at 6 p.m. 3 players with conference highs for the Crossovers, 4 players in double digits. They're led by the birthday girl Aya Laure with 15 points as they get their second straight win today, snapping the 3-game winning streak of the Angels, thanks to our director Martin Chavez. For Franny Reyes, Ayala Straniero, I'm Eric Timan. Thanks for watching our coverage, All-Filipino Conference of the PVL, right here on Pilipinas Live.